Hi everyone, welcome back to Friday Sews and welcome to the Dahlia Society. My name's Kristen if we haven't met yet, and I am here to hopefully inspire you. Grab a cuppa, let's have a chat about all things sewing. Friday Sews, of course, was created by Jen from Jen's Sewing Room. It is a bit of sewing and a bit of life, so I hope you enjoy what I've got here to show you today. I must start off by saying I look very tired. I've had a very emotional couple of days. We sadly said farewell to my very special, beautiful aunt, Auntie Lynn, 67 years old. She passed away from a sarcoma, lung cancer, that she had battled for 4 years. So we were very blessed, very lucky to be able to attend the funeral. Of course, we've been in lockdown here in Melbourne for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and funeral numbers were at capacity of 10, and we were very lucky the night before they extended that to 50, so we were able to say our farewells. But if you know a lot about me from watching the channel, I have a very, very close family. My mum just lives up the road, and she has 2 sisters and a brother, and this particular sister of mum's, Lynn, her and I were 20 years apart, but we were actually like besties. Not only was she the most amazing mum and auntie and grandma, she was basically a best friend to me. She was like a second mum, someone that I would chat to on a weekly basis. We'd catch up for coffees, we'd have lunch dates and all those things that close-knit kind of girls do in families. We will never be the same without her, and so it was a very, very emotional day. So I do look like a bit of a wreck, but I feel like I needed to have a bit of normality to help me just get my mind off things. And to me, sewing helps my mental state. It helps me when I'm feeling down. It helps lift me up. And I know a lot of you out there, and you've reached out to me before, I know a lot of you out there have got your own battles, whether it's your own personal health issues, I know a lot of you have reached out and said that you've lost loved ones. And I think we all know that sewing is that kind of thread that links us all together, lets us kind of confide in each other. We all understand each other. And I think that sewing can be your best friend in your darkest days. So I wanted to get that over and done with before we get started on sewing talk, because I know a lot of you are going to say, hey, you look tired, what's up? But that's what's been happening. So yeah, I want to get on with some good news now. So I wanted to dedicate this episode to my beautiful Auntie Lynn. I love you. Fly high. And you will meet again someday. So on to some happy news, some happy sewing news. I wanted to let you all know that I've been buying patterns. I've been receiving fabric. I've got a fabric haul coming. Hopefully next week I'll have that coming. I've got lots of things in store for you. I've been doing a bit of sewing. I'm wearing today my Pattern Emporium with Love Poncho because it's really chilly here, and they're great for throwing over, keeping it a little bit cozy but not restricting your movement. So I even throw this one on with sweatpants, with jeans, whatever it may be. I just find they're really comfy. And this one's like a French terry, and it was from Darn Cheap Fabrics, and a lot of you went on to look for this. And Darn Cheap Fabrics have got a new store opening in Fitzroy. So if you are in the area in Fitzroy, I'll put the address up here so you can see. They do have a couple of outlets. They've also got the Glen Huntley store as well as this new Fitzroy location. So if you're from Melbourne and you love that little walk along Fitzroy, along Brunswick Street in Fitzroy, you can also do Darn Cheap Fabrics at the same time. If you're going to the fabric store or Drapers, you'll be able to go to this new outlet too. So it's really exciting. So yeah, I've got some fabric that I've ordered from them, and they're also kindly sending me some new boiled wools because that's really exciting. You know how much I love boiled wools. So that will all be coming very shortly. I'm going to show you what I've chosen from them. Now, a few of you have asked me, how can I possibly have flowers behind me in the middle of winter? Well, camellias, of course, they flower here in winter, and these ones are absolutely stunning, and I've got a whole mass of new ones coming up. Buds are just starting to open. So we don't snow here in this location here where I'm in Melbourne, about an hour and a half up in the hills. It does get snowy, but where we are, we don't freeze over, and a lot of our winter blooms will still come out, which is so nice because in the middle of winter, it is so nice to have a bit of greenery and a bit of sort of, you know, some flowers blooming to kind of make you feel good and cheer you up. So to those of you asking, these are my camellias and they're stunning at the moment. Now the wonderful Cherie at Fabric Hunt here in Australia, great online fabric store, has kindly sent me one of her brand new Lady McElroy viscose lawns, Shelley lawns. This is so beautiful. I was going to save this for the fabric haul, but I think we all need a little bit of fabric temptation just to kind of lead us up to that fabric haul, because I just couldn't wait to show you this. But have a look at that print. How awesome is that retro fun print? I will definitely be wearing this with some jeans. It'll be kind of the color, bright colors to wear all year round. I think I can get away with that for summer and winter wear. But gee, the fabric, the drape on this is magnificent. I'll show you up close. The thing that drew me to this beautiful fabric, because the wonderful Cherie had actually let me pick out one of her new ranges of Lady McElroy's, and I just straight away thought the orange and that beautiful violety mauve color are just so gorgeous together. Opposite on the color wheel, they really pop out from that navy background. But definitely there will be a blouse coming for this. Some kind of statementy sleeve I think would be gorgeous too. So yeah, stay tuned to see what I do with this one. Now I've also had this for a little while now. This is also from Fabric Hunt. It's oh, cockatoo. They always do this to me when I'm filming. This beautiful Sherpa is really cuddly and soft and stunning, and I want to make some kind of a cardigan, casual sort of jacket. Not sure what one yet, but I want to hear your suggestions. If you know a great little casual style, cozy, doesn't have to have a zip or buttons, that can be just a throw over kind of cardigan style, I would love to hear your suggestions. It's kind of a medium weight. It's a little bit of stretch, not much, probably maybe 10%. It's kind of in between a knit and a woven, but it's a really lovely soft kind of chunky feeling weight. So I want to know, what would you do with this? Because I've got a few things in mind, but I would love to hear your suggestions too. And of course, this fabric that I purchased from Fabric Deluxe, this beautiful knit, I was going to make the poncho with this, and I decided it didn't have quite enough drape. Remember that episode when I showed you guys this and I said I wanted to make the new Pattern Emporium Poncho? Well, changed my mind because that's what I do, and I decided that I think a coat or a coatigan again, which is what I'm wanting to wear at the moment, would be perfect in this chunky, quite heavyweight knit fabric. It's not got a lot of stretch. It's got a very minimal stretch in it, but it's quite weighty, and I'm thinking it needs to definitely be a chunky style cardigan or coatigan. So give me your ideas. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts. I love it when you guys comment with your suggestions for what I should do with these beautiful fabrics. Now, we all know that Starlike had their Christmas in July sale. I think it was ending today. I had quite a lot there that I was considering buying, and I thought, look, I'm going to grab a few things because I know I love the patterns. I love the fit of their, especially their blouses. So I'm going to let you know what I purchased. Firstly though, I decided to go with the Melba dress because I love that. I've got a really nice double knit crepe fabric. I think will look perfect in it, or even a ponte. It says a rugby knit as well. I love the style lines and that kind of sculpted style dress, but anything with unusual lines, I love the look of that Melba dress, so really excited to make that. The other one I got was a Sadie tunic. Now, I love tunics, I love blouses, but this Sadie tunic is one I've been looking at for quite a while. Nancy over at I Used to Be a Curtain, Nancy was one of the winners of one of our So April blouse competition. She was the main winner. She's made a Sadie tunic, and I love that on her Instagram feed, so go and check out her Instagram feed. I also purchased the Ascot tunic because I love the deep V and the kind of slight rise around the back. It gives that really nice kind of sculpted look to the neck. You can wear it with a belt or without a belt. I probably won't be wearing it with a belt, but I love the look of that, and it has got those beautiful curved hem side splits as well. The other one was the Trudy tunic. Now, I love a good tunic, as I say, but I want that blousey kind of look to it. So the collar and that kind of pleat fold over front looks really, really nice. So they are the patterns that I purchased from Stylark, and now they usually have a free pattern of the month. Silly me, forgot to actually add on the freebie pattern, so I must get on and email them and see if I can still do that. But every month Stylark will give away a free pattern of this. 2 free patterns you can choose from either one or the other, and when you purchase one of their patterns you'll get one to choose for free. I also decided to have a look over at Sinclair patterns. Sinclair patterns look great. They're a new to me pattern company. I haven't made any of their patterns, but there's quite a few that I love the look of. The one in particular that stood out for me was the Oasis dress. Now that's got a gorgeous diagonal kind of skirt. It really is an interesting, simple looking bodice, but with that diagonal kind of pleaty skirt and a knit fabric. I want to make that one too. I think that'll be a stunning dress, especially leading into spring and summer. The other ones I purchased, one was the Zoe Relaxed Dolman Knit top or t-shirt dress. I've been looking for quite a while for a simple t-shirt style dress I can draw in and give shaping to around the waist. So I love the look of that one. The next one is an absolutely beautiful knit dress called the Betty Faux Wrap dress. This has got a really lovely style line to it. It's a figure hugging knit dress, but I love the look of that crossover bodice, and the fact is it's a faux wrap, which is a winner for me straight away because there's no gaping and sort of falling open. So I love the look of that. And the main pattern I went there to look at to buy was the Candy waterfall style cardigan, because I wanted another cardigan pattern. So that's what led me over to Sinclair patterns, but yeah, I ended up purchasing quite a few more on there as well. And also the wonderful Harper cardigan, which is a free pattern. I think most of you by now, just about everyone has made that except for me. So it's one that I really want to make for wearing over just a plain style like a tunicky dress. But yeah, I think it's great because you can make it, you know, any kind of length in that Harper cardigan as well. So another dress I had been looking at was from Wardrobe by Me, and that is the Miri dress. So I'm also really excited to be making that one up. It's got a beautiful style on as well, crossover bodice, and you can make it in a long maxi length, which I think is beautiful. So that is going to keep me busy for quite a while. What I've been making this week, I've been in the middle of making a beautiful Berlin style jacket from Sewciety fabrics. I've got a couple of Sewciety patterns that I'm interested in making. Also the new Richmond coat, which looks lovely as well. I think that would be beautiful in a fully lined style, like a long length cuddly style coat. Now a lot of you over in the Northern Hemisphere are probably not even thinking about your winter sewing yet, but it's definitely feeling the chill here in Melbourne at the moment. So I hope this is inspiring you for maybe for your winter makes. If you sew ahead that far, maybe there's some things here that can inspire you. Now, who I'm watching on YouTube? Well, of course, I have got a couple of ladies I think I've told you about before. One in particular, the beautiful Polly from the Sewing Edit. I wanted to say a huge thank you to her because she really is one of the most kind-hearted people. We communicate quite often. There's a lot of vloggers I communicate with, especially via Instagram. If you don't follow along on Instagram, you'll be missing out on a lot of things I post. I try and post every couple of days at least to see what sales are happening, anything new coming out. So head on over and follow me at Instagram, but also head on over to follow Polly on her Instagram as well as her channel. I'll link it below so you can see. My birthday a couple of weeks ago was just such an amazing little gift to receive in the post. It was a beautiful parcel from Polly, and she sent me a lovely birthday card which was just handwritten and just so beautiful. It had dahlias on it, which I absolutely love, of course. And she sent me a gorgeous little packet of stroopwafel biscuits, which is like a waffle style cookie that over in the Netherlands, of course, they love to heat up a little bit on top of their mug of coffee, and we went through those in no time. They were absolutely scrumptious, and even I love them so much I even tracked them down in a deli about half an hour away, and we went and bought a few more packets because everyone in the family is hooked on those. Thanks to you now, Polly. But really a lovely comforting little biggie to have. We call them biscuits here in Australia, cookies everywhere else I suppose, and waffles from the Netherlands. Check them out if you haven't had them, they're really yummy. And the wonderful Polly sent me a beautiful bit of fabric for my birthday, so I feel very blessed and very lucky to have such a great friend. Yeah, she just sent me this lovely piece of fabric. It's absolutely stunning. And there's quite a bit of it there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It'll definitely be some kind of a dress, I'm thinking. Got a beautiful drape and a lovely kind of cobblety navy print through it. But Thank you so much, Polly. You are very, very kind and generous. And I love the fact that she lives in the Netherlands, but she's originally from Bulgaria. And she's just recently visited her hometown in Bulgaria. And her latest vlog, she'll be showing you around her hometown. Also, she's going to take you into a fabric shop to look at some local fabrics. And also her parents' garden at home, which I love looking at that kind of stuff. Some homegrown grapes and tomatoes. And yeah, the garden is spectacular. There's a lot of love in that garden, I must say. But I can truly appreciate that because, of course, I love my garden too. So head on over to Polly and see what she's up to. And the wonderful Alyssa from Sloth and Orchids. I love her channel. I love her humor. I love her wit and just kind of her energy she brings. But the best thing about watching Alyssa is that she models things, and I am a sucker for watching anyone who does a bit of modeling. I know you guys are too, because you all love my episodes when I do a bit of twirling and modeling in the garden, especially things that I've made. She's got a recent episode out that she will be modeling all of her sew over it dresses, and I just watched in awe because her sewing is impeccable. It is French seamed and like little details of Hong Kong seams and trims, and she puts so much love into her sewing and so much kind of pizzazz and style into the way she models things. I'm in love with her channel, and it's one that I'm really enjoying as well. So head on over to watch Alyssa at Sloth and Orchids, and I think you'll be loving it as much as I do. And if most of you probably already do follow her, but if you haven't, go and subscribe to her channel, and also over to Polly at Just Sewing Edit. Some great new channels to watch. I love kind of celebrating other women and, you know, putting what they love doing out there. And I think there is room for so many more vloggers on YouTube and so much more sewing inspiration than what there is at the moment. I think it's great if we all kind of rise each other up a little bit and share that love around. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit of a tribute to my beautiful auntie Lynn, and yeah, just show you what kind of a amazing, gorgeous person she was. First on the dance floor and last to leave the party. It's just someone I'm really, really going to miss my future with her, and I just, yeah, finding it really hard to imagine life without her in it. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit of a tribute to her. So keep safe and keep sewing, and I will see you very shortly. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.